Hey Detoxers, welcome back to the Mental Health Detox. I am Caroline, and today's video I have for you 6 trends that are ruining your mental health. As we all know, social media is full of trends. There's always something going on. Some of those trends are fun, some can be inspiring, motivational, and really healthy, but others, they can be really harmful. And actually, they can be harming your mental health whether you realize it or not. So today in this video, I'm going to break down those trends, tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly about it, but also what you can do to protect your peace. So let's get right into it. Trend number one. So you probably heard about all the toxic hustle culture. You probably seen it all over your feed where it's like rise and grind, no days off, team no sleep, sleep is for the weak. And you know that hustle culture creates a sense of urgency that you always constantly have to be working. And if you're not moving, if you're not being productive, if you're not doing things, that you are really failing and that you're missing out. And so things like that lead to burnout, frustration, depression, anxiety, because you're not allowing your body to have that time to rest, to recoup, to rejuvenate, and to, be productive. Part of being productive is allowing time to kind of just sit in your thoughts and get organized. And so that constant reminder of you constantly have to be on go, you have to be on, you have to be producing, you have to be chasing the bag, really creates a sense of urgency, and it doesn't allow you really to be the best production of yourself. And so some things that you can do is get organized, create a schedule, get you a calendar in place. If you're a content creator, figure out how you're going to do things, organize your week, organize your day down to the hour, and make sure you pencil in time for you to rest, recoup, connect with people that refill you. Because when you're an entrepreneur or you're, dedicated, you have a career, whatever it is that you're doing, you can quickly burn out from doing that thing all the time. Okay, so toxic trend number two is the comparison trap on social media. And let's be honest, with everybody posting reels, whether they're on Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook, it really looks like they're living the life and they're living their best life. And you're just kind of sitting here like, well, what am I doing wrong? I want that same life. Understand this, that what you see on social media is a one-way lens. It is not the full picture. Think about the times where we've seen like kind of the behind the scenes of some people's reels, and they go to like this exotic place and they're taking the ultimate shot and maybe in front of the water or something behind them, and it's like great, and you're like, I need to be there. That's Bali. But really, it's a line of people standing behind them. They may be on the top of a mountain or standing next to a lake, and it's not clearly what it is, what they're portraying it to be. And that's how social media is. A lot of what's going on in the background is not what we're portraying it to be. So it's important that you keep a filtered mindset on your own. Stick to your reality. Also stick to, what you know is real and what you know is just kind of putting on production type. What is considered as a influence rather than what's a reality. And I think that also just being important and just improving your own self-esteem and knowing that, hey, I'm surrounded by everything that I need. I'm surrounded by great people. I'm surrounded by people that love and support me. I have a great career. Picking apart those things that you can be grateful for and keeping those in the forefront. So when you see things on social media, again, they may look glamorous and they may be glittering and they may be gold and shiny, but really it's not what it is. So just keep that in mind as you protect your peace and your mind from what you see. Toxic trend number three, toxic positivity. So I'm notorious for being positive. Like, that is just my natural personality. But if you ever heard of things like, just think positive, it could be worse, somebody else is going through something worse, it really dismisses kind of what your emotions are in the moment or what you're experiencing. And it's like it teaches you to not feel the feels when you need to feel it, if that makes sense. So if you're experiencing grief or you're experiencing anger and frustration, feel those feelings. It's perfectly okay to express that emotion, because again, you got to let it out. Keeping those things in only makes it worse and makes you worse overall. And so feel the feels in the moment that they need to happen and when they happen. But there's nothing wrong with trying to keep a positive mindset through the process. And when I say positive mindset, I'm just saying just training your brain to look at the silver lining in all of it. So the negative emotions and the negative perspective or the negative elements of that situation and overtake how you do or how you behave moving forward. Toxic trend number 4, overconsumption of self help content. And you might think, Caroline, why are you talking about this when you are the person that's creating self help content? And it's funny, but understand that there is limits to this. When you're out here trying to improve yourself, trying to make yourself a better person, trying to learn more and discover who you are, we can't overdo it sometimes. And in overdoing it, it makes us feel like the original version of ourselves was never good enough. And that we always have to be changing something, and that really feeds into your self esteem. And I'll just be transparent. There was a time in my life where when I had like failed relationships or friendships with people, I would think there was something wrong with me and I needed to change something about me. Going into my next friendship, I won't be the person that does this anymore. I'm going to stop doing this so I can keep people in my life and keep people in my circle. But at the end of the day, that's not really what needed to be done. That's not really what was helpful to me in improving my relationships with other people. I really had to do some soul searching and realize I'm fine the way I am. It's just maybe some of those connections to some of those people that I was trying to connect with weren't the right people. And so I said all that to say is just be mindful in the things that you're trying to improve. Remember, at the end of the day, at the root of who you are enough, you matter, you're good, you are uniquely designed the way you are. And so it is perfectly okay if there's some things in areas in your life that you feel that you need to work on, and not what somebody else tells you that you need to work on, but you feel like, hey, this is problematic for me, this is something that I want to change, then do so. But understand that you alone, as you are good enough. Toxic trend number 5, cancel culture and outrage cycles. And so we're all familiar with cancel culture. Somebody does something wrong, they're racist, they do something heinous. I don't know, it doesn't matter, but we're going to cancel that person and just X them off the planet. Now, there's nothing wrong with holding people accountable for what they've done or, who they're presenting themselves to be. That's all good and fair. However, when cancel culture, it's like we're always mad about something. We're always canceling out people. And you adopt this mindset that people can't change, or people can't make mistakes, or, people can't grow. And it's hard for you to see that you are not as perfect as you present yourself to be sometimes. And so with cancel culture, our minds are not designed to be constantly in angry turmoil or outrage about something. At some moments you got to break up the monotony of negative feelings and influence some positive emotions going on in that mix. And so just understand, like, if you're constantly in drama online about people's relationships, people's legal things that are going on, or just the latest celebrity gossip, find moments where you can break from that and get back to your reality. Find moments where you can break from that and think about positive, healthy things that really probably don't even stimulate a thought. Watch some cartoons or something, but something that can evoke some positive emotions out of that whole ordeal, so you're just not always stimulated by negative outlet or sources that produce those negative emotional responses. Okay, so lastly, toxic trend number 6, the that girl and perfectionism trend. And so I am guilty of falling for this trend, I promise you, y'all. Being fully transparent with you all. The that girl trend or the it guy trend seems to show like this person has the perfect lifestyle. Like they wake up at 5 a.m. and they go run 10 miles, or they wake up and they're drinking the latest coffee or iced coffee or something, and they go work out and they don't break a sweat, and because their makeup is flawless and they have lashes on the treadmill. And then they go and they just live this wonderful lifestyle. And let's just be for real, trying to live up to that and trying to do that is stressful. Okay. And we all have different lifestyles. Like, I'm married, I have kids. So the reality of me waking up at 5 a.m. to go work out and to do things is highly unlikely. I may be waking up to a screaming kid or having to deal with other things that are going on in the middle of the night or whatever. Or I may be tired and I wake up at 7. So Be realistic about what your lifestyle is and what you can do with the 24 hours that you're giving for that day. We all get the same 24 hours. So, how you manage it is your responsibility. But also keep in mind, you can only do what you can do. So, in this day, if only this day you get 30 minutes to work out and you do the best workout that you can, that's all that matters to you. That's all that matters. Is you did what you could do. And so it goes back to that other trending topic, the thief of comparison. Stop trying to compare yourself to other people. Stop trying to live vicariously through other people and live your life according to you, your standard, and how you see fit. So here's the bottom line: your mental health matters more than these trends. Do not get roped into these trends. And if you're doing them, stop it. Stop it today. Remember, you are you. You are uniquely designed to be you. Your life is different from what you see, and that social media is a one way lens. Remember to set boundaries, prioritize your mental health over everything. Also, your family and friends, their mental health and well being. Because remember, how you present yourself is also how you end up behaving and impacting others. And understand that, what you see is not always what it is portrayed to be. So I'll leave y'all with that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share to this channel. I promise you the video and the contents are going to keep coming. And I hope you are enjoying it. Have a beautiful and blessed day. And I will see y'all on the next video.